Hi guys, this is gonna be my first video with actual good camera. So what we're gonna start with is a primer. This is the one that I use. Not sure if you see that really well. Just apply it. Normally I do it over the nose, under my eyes. Now the thing about this primer, if you do decide to get it, it's Becca, is that when it dries white. So you have to put on your foundation instantly. So I just use a brush like this and my foundation. Doesn't matter which one you use, whatever is best for your skin. Just apply it evenly all over. Really quickly too. Alright, so we just avoid the eye areas. Now, what we're going to do is contour a little bit. What I use is a palette from Sasha. It's a makeup brand from Trinidad. So this is the palette. This is how I'm able to do everyone's makeup normally. So I'm just going to use one of the darker tones instead of actually buying a contouring palette. But if I do suggest, Anastasia Beverly Hills has a really good one. So I'm going to be using this one down here. So just a little bit on a brush. I like to use this brush because this is what I use to mark the on my cheeks, the lines on my cheeks, and then I'm going to use this side to blend it out. So what we do is just start like mid-ear right here. I don't know if you see if there's a shadow in your face. You can try and make the fishy face to see if you find it. And that's where I'm going to draw my line. Just like that. Next side. So now when you look straight ahead at yourself, these at the ends here should match up. So I don't know if you see that, but they match up. So now we're just going to darken it a little bit more. We got the right area, so darken a thicker line at the top and then lighter as you get down. Same thing here. Now we're going to turn it around, just like I just did. Turn around and blend. And here's the thing, you're doing circular motions. As you get down to the end, you're going lighter and lighter. So it's pressing hard, I don't know if you see that. And as you're going down, it's lighter and lighter. So harder, lighter. Harder, lighter. The next step I'm going to do is a little bit on the end of the other end of the brush again. Not much, just a little bit on the nose. You're not going to do much there. And you mark the forehead. Here's the thing, when you're doing this, you're going for all the areas of your face that have natural shadows. So when a camera takes a picture, you're just basically helping all those shadowed areas be more shadowed and all those areas that glow be more glowing. So that's why I put it in these areas, because it's tend to be darker when you take a picture. Here, not the top, this is where you're going to brighten it, and then also in here. So now the same thing, we're going to blend with this brush. Makeup, so I just have a base, so I use Urban Decay, the primer, just a little dab on your eyes. These little brushes, they have this little angle here. That's what you're looking for your eyebrows. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one is dark brown. Dark brown. And you just apply some to the brush. And now you're just going to darken those little areas, little patches, you're gonna avoid here. This is what you're gonna do. Avoid that area, dragging the brush down like that. See, I made a little arch, and now I want to fill that in. Just keep, you know, applying, but again, remember, don't put too much. You don't want it to look like someone took a Sharpie and drew on your face. Again, if you have like a concealer, you can use that. I still use this same palette. What I'm gonna do is find a shade that's a little light for my skin to line the eyebrows. So normally I'm like down here. I'm gonna be using right here. So just put a little bit. Again, another angled brush. This one is different. You have to actually think about which side you're gonna be using. So right now I'm using the side with the point. I'm going to be holding it up this way. I don't know if you see that very well. I'm going to start right here, drag it right along, and now we're going to go down just like how I just drew it. See? So back to the eye makeup. We're going to do something simple today. We're going to do like a natural look. So let's go with some of these. What I like to do, normally I used to start from the bottom and work my way up. I found out that it's a lot easier to work from the brow bone and move your way down. So you have to make sure your brushes are really, really clean and it has no more eyeshadows from the previous time you applied. So what I like to do, this is the palette that I'm going to be using. It is a Sasha palette. So what I'm going to use is a light color, just for the brow bone. Generally what you use is maybe these three. Not sure if you're seeing that there. These three. But we're not going to make it look too crazy because we're doing a natural look. So we're going to go with like a cream color here. I'm not sure if you see that very well. So we're looking for a good brush, a creasing, like a brush with a crease. And here's the thing. I never actually went to school and learned all these things. I just work with what's best for me. I like to paint a lot, so whatever brushes work for me best. There's no strict rule on what brushes you should be using for where. If that works somewhere better than for you, in whichever way that you want to do it, that's fine. So I just use a brush that I think will apply a good crease, and then I'm going to use a different brush to blend. So you want one that's more stiff, so I am using a brush like this, and I'm going to get a darker brown. So just like I said, I was using this for the inside. That's going to be like over here, but I'm going to use, in the crease, I'm going to use a darker brown, so I'm going to use this one next to it. Applying it where my crease is. Everybody's is different, so you kind of want to open your eyes kind of halfway so you get a better look. And I'm just patting it in there. Don't worry that it looks messy. You'll blend that in just now. Now I'm going to use, see this one is more stiff brush. I'm going to use this because it's more softer. And I'm going to work on it. So as I'm pressing, I'm going to press lighter and lighter and lighter. Like apply less strength as I go up onto the color that's in the brow bone. So pressing hard right here, and then as I'm moving up, it's lighter and lighter and lighter. And you wipe it off. You don't want to have too much color going on in there. So you wipe it off and then you work on it again. So, and you just want to work over the eyes right here. Now when you're moving over the area where the crease was, you're just, you know, applying that color, but you're just doing it lighter because you want it to overlap and blend with this, so it looks like a smoky brown color. Now we're going to apply some concealer. So this is not really on here, but I believe it's I forgot the name of it. But it's a really good concealer. When I find the name, I'll let you guys know. So it's in a tube like this. I'm just gonna get one of these brushes. This with these. So I'm gonna apply a little bit to it, very little bit. Look, see? Right underneath your eyes. Dab here, dab there, just to get that same amount, just evenly between both of your eyes. Remember, you still have your lines here from when you contoured earlier, so you don't want to mess with that. So again with the Sasha products, this is called banana powder. Well, yeah, Sasha calls it buttercup setting powder, but generally it's called banana powder. So you're just gonna take a little bit of it, a mini fan brush, just taking a little bit of that and applying it underneath your eyes. Now the good thing about this banana powder, it's not specifically for any person with any kind of skin color. It's for everyone. It's just to matte out all that oiliness from the concealer. So you're gonna do that on this side as well. Really, really quickly. So there's that. The eyebrows are worked out. Now we're gonna use a bronzer. I'm gonna use one called Maui from Sephora. Not sure if you can see that very well. Just gonna work it in those dark areas. Circular again, same idea. Okay. Those dark areas, because it's a darker color. You can use a darker powder, but I like to use this. So there's that. My face is, so far all that is done, and I'm just gonna apply some blush now. Some blush and a little bit more bronzer. I'm gonna use a big fan brush like this. And now I have a palette again from Sasha with the different types of blushes. I'm going for a natural look here, so I'm gonna stick with the natural. So I'm gonna use brown. But there's different kinds. There's like the matte brown, but I'm gonna go with the glowy one because I like how that looks. Now we're going to do that fishy face again. Just right here, we're gonna use the angle just like here and just move it up and down. So you just doing the angle and then you're lightly pulling up like this. More towards the ends over here and lighter as you get over the cheeks, like so. Same thing this side. This is just something that comes with practice. I used to take like pencils and do it before, and I used to use gels. I used to use liquid liners, but I find that this one is like my favorite. After years of practice, I've actually mastered my wing, but it takes, everybody is a different pace. So what we're gonna do inside over here, right along, don't rush, right along your eyelash line.